Keith Rosen here with you in the moment, and I'd like to talk to you about tapping into people's individuality. I don't think there's a manager or person on a planet who would disagree that everyone is motivated by different things. Now, just because we may know that doesn't mean we do a good job uncovering how people like to be managed, motivated, inspired, or even held accountable. Here's a story that really drives home the importance of tapping into people's individuality. A manager was telling me this story during one of my sales leadership coach training programs, which I'll paraphrase for you now. The manager said she rolled out a quarterly bonus. The top salesperson for the quarter was going to get a check for $5,000 USD. Now, as you can imagine, what happens? Well, the A player lines up at the starting line, the B player lines up, and the C player lines up. The gun goes off, and what do you think the C player does? They're thinking, oh, I'm looking at my A player and B player, I don't have a chance. They bow out immediately, successfully developing a disincentive for your C players. Now, your B player is going to give it a shot. They're going to try to run that race, but eventually that A player will take the lead and ultimately win the race. So, what happens now? The A player won. At this point, the manager was so excited to invite her top salesperson for the quarter into her office to give her this check for $5,000. The salesperson walked in the manager's office, and the manager, with such pride and happiness, handed this check to her top performer for the quarter and said, "Congratulations, here's a check for $5,000. The salesperson looked at her manager and said, "Thanks," just like that. Now, the manager's thinking, wait a second, something must be wrong. So she asked her salesperson, "I'm sorry, maybe I misunderstood something. I just handed you a check for $5,000. I would think you'd be a little more excited." Well, the salesperson looks at her manager and says, "If I was to be completely honest, I would hand you this check back right now for the recognition in front of the entire sales team that I am the best salesperson on the team." You see, recognition for this salesperson was worth more to her than $5,000. Now, you might be thinking, I would take that check. Well, some of you are thinking, you want to know what? I could always make more money. I would love that recognition and acknowledgement in front of the entire sales team. And that's the point. We need to honor and respect people's individuality. And if we are not taking the time to sit down and uncover truly what gets them out of bed every day, what their priorities are, what inspires and motivates them to go above and beyond the call of duty at work or at home, we're making a gross assumption that everyone is motivated the same way. Oh, and be careful. Don't let coaching in your own image seep into this equation. You know what I'm talking about. Well, if I was a salesperson, this is what I would want as an incentive. That's what you want. It may not be what other people want. Here's a strategy for you. Managers spend so much time trying to figure out what motivates their people. They bang their head against the wall, asking themselves, what can I do to motivate my people? What kind of incentive or bonus program can I put together? If you're one of those people that fall into that position, you're asking the wrong person. Ask your people. Ask them what motivates them. Have them design their own incentive programs. And it doesn't always have to be money related. Some people may just want Fridays off. Some people may want to pick up their children after school. Some people may want some recognition. Other people may just want more time with their manager. Yes, I know that's hard to believe, but they really do want their time with you. So, here's Keith Rosen wishing you extreme success.